Hi, I'm Dr. Gray. I'm here to talk to you about experiment number 2. That's lit. Okay, so this experiment is one in which you are going to be exploring different compounds and how they basically react or act within a solution. We're going to be classifying molecules and compounds based on their ability to conduct electricity. So if you look on the first page, we give a little bit of an explanation of the purpose of this experiment. And this experiment is to investigate classifying molecules as a strong electrolyte, a weak electrolyte, or a non-electrolyte. So you could think about this as, if it's a strong electrolyte, it can conduct electricity. A weak electrolyte, it can conduct electricity, maybe not quite as well. And then a non-electrolyte is a compound or a substance that cannot conduct electricity. Now, if you look at the second page of your procedure, which is page number 20 in your lab manual, you're presented with 3 different diagrams. The first diagram shows red spheres and blue spheres. These red spheres have positive charges. These would be known as cations. Those blue spheres are negatively charged molecules. Those are anions. Now, if you notice in this first cell, those red spheres and the blue spheres are not in contact with one another. They are not connected, or they're not interacting or associated with one another at all, okay? Now, if you look at the next cell, green and white, or green and yellow, I'm sorry. The green and yellow ones, you've got a total of 5 green spheres and a total of 5 yellow spheres. Now, 3 of those green spheres have yellow spheres connected to them, directly next to them. 2 other green spheres do not have a yellow sphere in contact with them, but rather those yellow spheres are floating around. So you've got a mixture of green and yellow in direct contact, and then some that are green floating off by themselves, and some that are yellow floating off by themselves. You have an equal ratio of 1-to-1 of those green and yellow spheres. You've got that same kind of positive charge indicating a cation and negative charge indicating an anion. Then the last model, or the last diagram right here on page number 20, or the second page in your lab manual, you have a total of 5 purple spheres, and then a total of 5, I guess that might be violet colored spheres, where the 5 purple ones have positive charges. Those are your cations. The 5 negatively charged ones, or the 5 violet colored ones, have negative charges. Those are your anions. In all of those cases, they are in direct contact with one another. Now, what this is to do is show you basically an illustration of electrolytes ranging from a strong electrolyte, where everything is disconnected. They are dissociated from one another. That's a very important word, dissociated. Then this middle round, or this middle range, where you have partial dissociation, but partial kind of remaining in contact. And then your last one, where you have a mixture of everything that's in complete contact with one another. So this gives us our range from our strong electrolyte, our weak electrolyte, and our non-electrolyte. It's important that you describe those, or it's important that you label all of those. If you go on to page 21, there's 2 cells there, but you can basically ignore those for the time being.